This was in Uzi's catalog. It'd be the best. This song would be better than XO Tour Life. I ain't gonna lie. Cody and Crazy is a better song than XO Tour Life. We all admit that, right? Cody and Crazy is one of the, I call it, it's a top 15 best hip hop song of all time to me. All right, let me say top 20. Let me not tweak out too much. Anyway, what's good with y'all people? I'm back in the building. What's the night? Friday night? Friday Night Lights, man, I'm here. I was supposed to be in Vegas tomorrow watching the fight. Maybe I will be. Maybe I won't. Anyway, the Gervonta Davis fight with Ryan Garcia is going down tomorrow. Nevertheless, if I'm here, I'll be streaming with y'all. But tonight, I know some of y'all are out smashing some hoes. Ain't it? 420 just passed, so some of y'all might be, still doing y'all thing. Regardless, we are here. A bunch of topics to talk about. A bunch of things to get into. Oh, shit. Zoe Heffen, thank you for the $10 donation. Via YouTube. We're available on all platforms right now. So if you're watching this on Rumble, thank you for watching on Rumble. We'll be on Rumble exclusively in a few hours. I'll try to give y'all some good time. YouTube, salute to y'all. Facebook, also Twitch. Okay, we should probably get into some stuff really quickly. So once have I ever smoked weed? I never smoked weed. I never smoked weed a day in my life. I only drink, man. I never smoked weed. I never popped a perk. Never popped a Xanny. I never did a little Fenty. Well, I don't think nobody just does fentanyl, but I never did any of those things. I drink liquor and I drink it in different ways. Sometimes I've drank liquor for so long. I could drink liquor and feel high. Like I've been smoking. I think that's what smoking feels like. I don't know. Anyway. Bunch of stuff to talk about. I'll go over some topics real quick. I seen some people who said that C Blue was in the Discord. I get up with him in a second. So salute to C Blue. I know he streams on Twitch as well. Let me see. Here we go. Few things. I want to make sure I give y'all some topics that we get to. So we're gonna be talking about a little bit more about this Uzi thing. Uzi, JT, Finesse 2 times got dragged into some whole little messy stuff with them. We're going to be talking to my man Designer, okay? We're going to be trying to help someone who seems like they need some help. So salute to Designer. We're going to be talking about him as well. NLE Choppa, he got some issues going on. We're going to talk about that. My boy Durkio, he responded kind of indirectly to what the rumors were, or really the video that, Trap Lord Ross made about Von being a serial killer, and he had a few comments, not necessarily too crazy, but like he gave his side of what that whole conversation is. We're gonna talk about Pusha T for a little bit. The YSL trials going on, kind of going crazy. My boy Tory popped out today with a statement. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj, are they doing too much to try to get a number one? Got to talk about that too. My boy Bow Wow talking about owning your own masters. Freak Nick. Some of y'all mammies, some of y'all aunties was popping that pussy back in the 90s, and they will be exposed very soon on Hulu, okay? Before BT Uncut, you know what I mean? Maybe a grandma, maybe a auntie was bearing their asshole with a butt plug in the 90s to a bunch of rappers with baggy jeans, okay? It is what it is. Let me see. What else? What the fuck is that? Okay. Why did I have that there? And okay. And we'll probably talk about Meg and her label too. She's kind of mad at her label, claiming her label's like finessing her. So we can start anywhere you guys want. I want to start. Can't talk today, huh? I want to start by shouting out my gifted subs. Let me get this right. So everybody who did gift the subs on, whether you gifted memberships on YouTube or you gifted subs on Twitch, or I'm not sure if you could gift Rumble memberships yet. Give me a second. Let me just shout out to my man Jinx. Oh, damn, he get gifted like 15 of them bitches. And thank you to Benefited as well for gifting a bunch of subs. Also, thank you to all the people who are resubscribed. C Blue, I see you, my boy. I see you subscribed for the first time. Good fellow Chris, I see you. Rich Lane Forever, I see you. Playful Anxiety, thank you as always. I have Rumble working on their, it's called like a sub API or something like that, so that when you guys become members on Rumble, it will instantly tell me what's going on. Because right now, I would have to like go look to see who's subscribed. Okay? Anyway, we'll get to it. All right. A few things, because let's just kind of get into this shit quickly. Because I start drinking early, and what happens is I start drinking early. Oh, by the way, we got to talk about D-Thing and the boys from the Bronx. Maybe, is C Blues on stream now? Tell him to sit tight if he's going to be on for a while. I'm going to talk about D-Thing and them. They got sent to. Is he cool with them? Or he beefing with? I don't know who these niggas be beefing with, bro. But this was a positive thing for Bronx Drill. Damn, this is too bright in my face. This is a positive thing that just happened for Bronx Drill. A lot of these guys got charges. D-Thing and them got sentenced, and it's not as long as people might think. And clearly, not only will they be able to come back out and have a life, they'll clearly possibly have a chance of making music. So we'll talk about Bronx Drill a little bit. I'm notoriously have given the opinion that music like what they do in Bronx Drill and how they act cannot exist in New York City. New York City ain't for the fuck shit. New York City like locking up dudes or rappers, I really should say, who promote violence, who promote gangs, and who tote guns. Okay? So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And I've covered C Blue a couple times, so tell him to hang around for a little bit if he can. Regardless, let me hop into a few things, people. Okay, where should we start? Oh, and YB dropped a new album. So Youngboy got a new album out, 30-something tracks. By the way, let me tell you this. Salute to Youngboy. Let me show him some love, of course, first. We love Youngboy. Hey, there's a thin line between quality and quantity. And I think Youngboy constantly, he straddles the line really well, and he makes sure, even though he gives quantity, it's definitely a lot of quality in there, and he feeds his fans. Also, I think he has different fans than anyone else. Put it like this. I think the last two albums, right, and I'm saying albums, not projects, because he dropped projects in between, but the last Slide Meter was over 30 tracks. Now, this project, Don't Try This at Home, is 30 tracks. But when Youngboy drops it, you know what we say? Yo, Youngboy's a grinder. He's a hard worker. He feeds the fans. He keeps us fed. When Chris Brown drops 33 songs, we're like, this nigga off a fucking pill. He's a crackhead. Like, he just done, you know what I mean? So it's all about optics, right? It's like we look at Youngboy, we're like, he's a hard worker. We look at Chris Brown, niggas is trying to like say it's drug use that's making him give so much music. So a lot of things in life, not only just music, it's just perspective. Have I listened to the full project yet? I've listened to a couple songs. A couple songs is hitting on that shit, you know what I mean? He's definitely getting a lot off his chest. I haven't digested the whole thing, and that's the thing about Youngboy's music. I've talked to his manager about this before. And Youngboy's music is interesting because by the time you start, like, for example, I personally think it takes about like 1 or 2 weeks of listening habitually to a project for you to really get it, right? Like, the sequence of it, what you like, you don't like, you like track 3, but you only like the third verse, you like track 16, but you only like the hook, the intro's boring on track 10, you really get into it, right? At first, like, anytime you hear new sounds, I'll tell you what it does to me. I don't like hearing new shit. So, new shit, like, unless it's just instantly fire, which that doesn't happen all the time. I'm usually like, it's whatever, right? Now, after I've listened for a while and I let it sit, sometimes my opinion changes. That's why I don't really give like strong opinions anymore when we do listening sessions. We haven't done one in a while. But with Youngboy, I think sometimes people will be catching up to like an album or two before. So him dropping this, I think he drops music at his own pace rather than waiting for the fans to catch up. He's like, the music's out there. You catch up when you can. Some going to be ahead. Some going to be behind. It is what it is. I want to hear what you guys think about this. I'll tell you what I'm impressed by with Youngboy. I think house arrest is such a difficult thing, even mentally, to be on as an artist, but to create music as if you were living, and to create music on a general palette, just not about one thing, or that the fact that you're locked up, I think is really impressive. Your mind has to somehow escape those, obviously he's not like he's in a cell. He lives in a big old mansion in Utah, but you have to escape the fact that you can't go outside really. And you have to creatively go outside and creatively find a way to entertain people that are outside. Just think about this. YoungBoy hasn't been really outside for since the pandemic, right? He hasn't been outside since then. However, life and the world is keep progressing. He has to make music relevant to it. So, I look at him and I give him a lot of credit. Just like, if you follow, for example, Vibes Cartel, who's in dancehall, he's been incarcerated and he makes music for people going to the party every night. Just think about how mentally challenging that has to be. You're incarcerated. You're not hitting the clubs. You're not doing whatever in the streets, but you have to make music for the people who are. And you got to be current. You got to be relevant. You got to be hot. I think that's pretty hard. So you guys let me know what you think about the album. I haven't really digested enough to tell you this is fire, or nah, I ain't rocking with it. So still going through and listening to some songs. You guys let me know what you think. Interestingly enough, he had a virtual party, which I wonder how this went. So he had a release party in LA. Of course, he's in Utah, NBA YoungBoy. I have no idea how this went down. He hosted a live album streaming release party while he was under house arrest. And he threw it in LA, but of course he's in Utah. Okay? Don't know how it went, but I do know some people who are supposed to be involved with it. And they're saying that him and his team paid $200,000 to rent party space, right? And that they invited a bunch of people. But again, how are you going to have a release party for an album when the artist ain't there? Regardless, the music is out. Some of the notable singles he has is a song with Nicki Minaj, and also he has a song with Mariah the Scientist, and I believe another song with somebody I think we might care about. I forgot who. I'm sorry. Anyway. Somebody said virtual party. Yeah, it's I think they were just partying to the music, but knowing he won't be there. And then maybe he I don't know, Skyped in or some shit like that, FaceTimed in on a big screen. That's what I would imagine. They put him on a projector, he FaceTimes and, yo, what up? You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for vibing with the album. Album release parties and also album listening sessions usually ain't for the artists to celebrate. It's usually to court the entertainers, influencers, the radio guys, the who's who that might have an opinion that could shape other people's opinion. You want to make them feel good and feel like it's a party around the music. So you invite all of them there, give them free food, liquor, play the music in the background. That's kind of what it is. So if you ask me, this is probably a Capitol Records thing. He's not on Atlantic anymore. Capitol Records is kind of, I think they did a few things that I don't think he would have done by himself with this rollout. They got Elliott Wilson. He did an interview with him. Elliott Wilson, B-Dye, actually. He did a Billboard interview, right? Obviously, the Nicki track, I could see that happening. But the release party, we don't really be hearing about YoungBoy release party. So I'm thinking that this is a label thing, trying to get people in the industry fucking with it, which we'll see if it works. Now, let me give very early preliminary estimates. I'm going to be honest with you. Number one, YoungBoy doesn't care about sales. I'd be very shocked if this sells over 100K. I'm going to be honest. I don't think YoungBoy has had a single in 3-4 albums. You get what I mean? And what I mean by single, I know he has a song with Nicki Minaj and the Barb support, and obviously his fans are the most supportive. But if you look how music is going, it relies on single heavy tracks. It relies on radio. It relies on these other things. And I wouldn't be surprised if this album does not hit 100K, if you ask me. Now, for Capital, I think they're going to try to do their best that it does hit 100K, because his last album that dropped on Atlantic, remember this is pretty much his first album on Capital, his last album on Atlantic did 105. This is his first album on Capital. I would imagine they would want him to do more, or maybe the same. You get what I mean? We'll see. All right. Somebody said 33 albums is crazy. What's the runtime on the album? That's the thing to look at sometimes. Let me Google it. NBA Youngboy. So the runtime is the amount of minutes you would have to listen to, right? Usually an album is between 60 to 90 minutes. 90 minutes is a lot, right? But these days people put out 2-minute songs. So like 30 songs could still be a minute, right? 30 times 2, still a minute. I'll tell you what the runtime is. Don't try this at home. Oh, 1 hour and 25. Oh, this is a pretty long album. Yeah, if you're pushing that 90-minute mark, it's a long album. It's a long album. He has a couple. Oh, he has a song with Post Malone and Kid Laroi. That's 4 minutes. Okay. But most of the tracks are like 2 or 3 minutes. All right. All right, people. I don't know his current status on house arrest yet. I could imagine he's waiting to get off house arrest, that, you know, he could do a tour. A tour for Youngboy would just go completely crazy. All right. Somebody said, why didn't he go? Of course Capital dropped the bag. Of course. All right. Yo, should we get into this NLE Choppa shit, or should we could do the Dirk thing first? We could get into the Dirk, NLE Choppa. What should we do? Let's do Dirk. Anyway, my man Dirk, I think he has a cover story coming on XXL. So when you usually do a cover story, you do like an interview or something of the sort. And he did a bunch of content with XXL. And a part of the content he did with XXL is, let me see, I gotta find it. He spoke about Vaughn as well. All right, here we go. Is it this? Let's see.
Hey, Rolex. Let's get it. You know what these is.
Here we go, my bad.
Pointers, 75 pointers, 100 pointers, wedding ring. Oh, these like Chicago classics.
Is Dirk still married to India? I be swearing like they be claiming they're not together, together. I don't know what's going on.
You know, they like Air Force Ones, which you know, Herb, you know. They just sauced it up some more, so it G-Fazos. So if you call it Air Force Ones, you still live back in the day.
Okay.
King of Chicago. It's like one of my first tattoos. Like somebody holding the city up.
I think it's fair to say Dirk is the king of Chicago. Would anybody, obviously, we're not considering like Kanye. Kanye is like a global megastar. Would anybody be opposed if Dirk just says, I'm the fucking king? He's the king. Who the king? I think Polo G would even be mad at that. Somebody said Chief Keef? I don't know. Like, maybe I sound like a hater, but like, if Keef don't go back to Chicago, you know, his content seems disconnected with Chicago at this point. Like, could we still call him the king? Like, granted, is he the king or like the godfather of drill music? Keef, of course. But the king of Chicago? I don't know. Anyway.
I got a million tattoos. Where you want to start? Yeah, my top 5 right now is Baby, Future, Drake, King Von, Chief Whoop. They got the culture going crazy, just turning up in their own way.
That's crazy. By the way, it's been like 2 years now, right? It's been 2 years, or maybe almost. It's going on. Yeah, it's 2.5 years since Von died, and that shows you how crazy Von's memory is. Von and Juice WRLD is just something else, and X is just something else. But if you think about rappers who passed away and their memory hasn't faded that much. King Von, memory has not faded. And also Pop Smoke. I'll put them kind of in the same realm.
And everybody I named just like got their own type of style. Everybody don't sound alike. We'll take a jacket white, green, match the white and green. The game. I'm saying that's what we've been doing. So we really finna fuck them up. So I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? You turned up and you good hearted.
I think he talks about Von. Let me see.
King Von, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He put you in that mode. He put you in that rap. You know what I'm saying? You turned up and you good hearted. Like outside of all the shit y'all reading, all that shit, you know, he big right there. So that's what made him him. It's important because it's like he me. Like losing my brother, D thing, he me. So like you keep their name alive in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably see a lot of headlines. Oh, Von did this, Von did that. I never reposted. But you might see him smiling at McDonald's or something. I'm reposted because it's like you gotta always portray the image with it that he really is too, you know what I'm saying? He showed it. He always laughing, smiling. He ain't walk around like he was the toughest motherfucker in the world. Even though he was one of them. Like, he like showed off his personality. So it's like, it's really nothing too much I can tell you that he ain't show himself. He gonna laugh, smile, sing. The girls love him, the streets love him. He gonna give back to his block, he'll take care of his kids. So everything I'm telling you, you can see, like if you Google it, you know what I'm saying? What up, this your boy Lil Durk. This is my XXL cover shoot. You know, we doing it from the trenches.
It's interesting. What y'all think about what he's saying? I think this is why Durk is so unique. Durk and Von be making hood shit seem pretty cool, man. I can't forget when Von was describing O Block like a resort. You ever heard this one? He was doing. Wait.
We hang on 64th, 65th, and King Drive. And on 63rd, over here kind of to the left, they dirty and stuff. They be up there just doing stealing.
Yo, that nigga was so like... wait. Where's... Oh, I think this is it.
Don't go in no complexes, projects like, we from Parkway Gardens. The gate only open one way and you gotta wait on it to open. Why would you go in there and nobody see all type of people stand? This what you do. You try to feel on her and touch her right there. If she ain't going right there, she talk, wow, wait till you get here. She trying to set you up. Don't do that. And she from over there with them niggas, she setting you up. You from Tenor. That's how I did it. So I made the song go right with it. Put your girl on fleek, that mean pimp the way I move my lips. I learned how to talk really in jail. Like you ain't robberies and it's licks. Licks, them people like that sell drugs and do the same shit. Let's move. Do what he gon' do, cause this the plot. A horse, colors like the fourth, he got a. He finna be mad. He gon' beat her ass, but this what happened. I got to the door. I thought I was die. You something ain't right up there. So I had to make it known, like, cause it's so close.
I think he did another one. Maybe it was Took Him to the O. Genius. Oh, it was Took Him to the O.
I was in jail when I made this song. I wrote it when I was in jail, just recently and shit. It wasn't no like inspiration for the song. It was just like it just I just made it up. Shit, it's just I be reading a lot of urban novels and and just living that shit for real. So shit, I just. I link with Chop Squad. That's my boy. I've been fucking with him for a minute. Got some top from this. You know how I go. She want to smoke, so I bought some dope and took her to the it's O Block, Parkway Gardens and shit. That's what we call it, O Block. So that's why I took her to. It be decent over there, cause they got all type of shit over there, and that's why it be fun and shit. So I take the hoes to the O. It's like a little, what you want to call it, a mini resort. I want to say. But the O, they got like They got like hotel room, free rooms and shit like that. It's like Vegas.
Nah. Yo, I'm telling you, there was something off with this nigga, man. You know what's so crazy? To the unassuming person who didn't know, you would hear him explain some shit, be like, oh, okay, that's a great explanation. Nigga was capping.
Oh, it's O Block, Parkway Gardens and shit. That's what we call it, O Block. So that's why I took it to. It'd be decent over there. Cause they got all type of shit over there. And that's why it'd be fun and shit. So I take the hoes to the O. It's like a little, what you wanna call it? A mini resort, I wanna say. But the O, they got like hotel room, free rooms and shit like that.
They got free rooms?
Like Vegas.
It's like Vegas.
We in the car, she don't let that far. Say she left her person, name tripping. You know, wanna play. That's player. Like I could have said, fuck that bitch person. We could have still went to the O, but we was already by the O, you see what I'm saying? But instead, I'm on some player shit. I'm gonna get your purse for you, alright? We can go there first, I busted you. Put up to a spot. She live by the park, it's getting dark. My Glock on my lap, I'm just thinking smart.
He dissed Duck on it, so I wanna see how he explained it.
This is where she lived at. She switching this shit. This bitch thinking shit. She got 2 minutes. If she ain't back out, then she gon' need a lipper. She left her phone, so I picked it up. They so slow as fuck. Now miss call. 3 of them for mom. The other 6 say duck. Alright, well, I pick her phone up. It's what it say, shit. 9 missed calls. I picked her phone up. It's 9 missed calls. 3 of them for OG and shit. 3 of them for mom. The other 6 say duck. So this nigga been blowing that shit down. Now I look up and I see a truck.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Chicago niggas be talking hilarious, and they all be doing this. It's like when they talk, it's always like this. Like, yeah, blowing her shit down. Like, why they throw their hands like that?
It's just pulling up, someone hopped out. A big goofy nigga, he tryna look tough. I'm like, what? What he tryna do? So I clutched my move, but he kept walking. He don't want no smoke, boy. He not bulletproof. You gotta clutch. You don't wanna jump the broom. You don't wanna open. Just get the clutch and get the dumping and shit. Cause what if it ain't, you know? Cause it'd be like that a lot of times. I saw niggas playing. What if it's your homie coming up, pulling up, playing? I saw niggas playing, pull up, motherfucker, nigga. Homie, shoot his whole car. So you gotta clutch, you gotta get there, you know? So now you just gotta get ready. But if there ain't no shit, you let him go ahead, keep walking. I'm sitting in the car, where the nigga, he get out, he walking and shit, whoa, you know? He trying, you know, nigga look tough, they hop out, he probably already mad, you see what I'm saying? I don't know what he got going on, what's going on. But niggas be tough as hell, walking past your car, they be tough as hell, so he walk by, you know? He ain't no shit though, nigga keep walking, nigga hoe. You know what I'm saying? So just like he got some sense, like he know he ain't bulletproof, he keep walking. And she walk out, she stop in the track, she get to stepping back, then I hit smack this big goofy nigga. He pulling her tracks, I wanna help, but this ain't my hoe. You know how I go, ain't got no cape. I still got her phone, she taking too long. Alright, so right there, so the goofy nigga, he hop out when I was trying to act. Remember he was trying to act tough. So the whole time he walk out, he chasing a hoe. So he see the hoe, he get to beating the hoe up and shit. She get loose, she run to my car, so I hit the loss to her phone. I'm a player, like I told you in the beginning. Then I like, you know, Von the player. So this player shit, let me just let the window down just a little bit, past the whole phone and shit. And I'm let them handle witness, you know.
Yeah, salute to my boy Dirk. One thing you could always say about Dirk gonna keep his homie's name alive. You know, whether it's Newski, obviously that's family. Whether it's D-Thing, obviously family, and pretty much Von also family. You know what I mean? Anybody you really even shout out, you know what I mean? It's pretty much usually family. Anyway, what's my thoughts to what he said? What do you expect him to say? You know what I mean? Like, Dirk is one of those guys that him and Von, there's something beyond those smiles. They don't come, like, I've never seen Dirk or Von woofing. I've never seen it where they're just trying to, yo, nigga, you know who I am, right? I've never seen it, bro. And that's like so telling, because in rap game, a lot of people love to show and exhibit their toughness. They like to walk around like, I'm the tough guy. These guys be smiling more than anybody else. But when you hear stories associated with them, it don't seem like a lot of smiling be going on. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though, you know, The Game was one of my favorite rappers ever, right? Obviously, I covered the war in Chirac, and I love Dirk, but I'm still thinking, man, The Game is from... You ever see this confrontation? Wait. Dirk, The Game... They met in a club. So basically, I think Dirk got into it with Tyga. Tyga tagged in The Game. And then what happened was, I ain't even gonna lie to you, this was like so shocking. Is it this video? Let me see if I can find the video. It was a video of them like talking in the club type shit. It was interesting because so Dirk ran into the game in a LA club, and from what everybody says, popular opinion about what we can't really hear exactly what the full conversation was. Popular opinion was Dirk stood his ground. Like, again, you know, everybody pops shit and like, you know, everybody lives different places. But I think it was shocking for some people that Dirk, who's from Chicago, who was getting into some little war words and the game was responding, that he would see game face to face, be in the club over there, and he would stand his ground. But then a lot of people said, yo, that's why some of them, let's not say all Chicago dudes, but Dirk and his niggas, they be moving a little bit different type shit. You know what I mean? And by the way, I think this is why Wack has a lot of respect for Dirk too. Like, if you hear Wack talk on Clubhouse, he never really says nothing crazy about Dirk because, shit, you know what I mean? His artist, The Game, who a lot of people, including me, I was like, yo, The Game is like, you know what I mean? Super tough, top G blood. Shit, when there was an issue with him and Dirk, man, Dirk held his own. Game didn't bitch out, but still, you know, he clearly respected Dirk enough. Anyway. All right, people. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, I only say that to say I've never seen Dirk like on some like, yo, I'm the toughest, like, yo, like he's a very, they give off good vibes, but I think that's probably the scariest part about it because everything is unassuming about them, right? Yo, somebody told me that like females really took over rap. And maybe that is kind of happening a little bit. Because we got to talk about Lotto and Coi Leray beefing. And then we also got to talk about Ice Spice, like, finessing sales or whatever the case is. Anyway, let me get to this NLE Choppa thing just because I think this is hilarious to me. So NLE Choppa, if you guys don't know, remember when me and him got into a war words like a couple months ago, then we did an interview afterwards? NLE Choppa has a girlfriend. All right? This is his girlfriend. Apparently, and again, I'm not saying this to shame this young woman, but apparently she's like 30 or 31. He is 20. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, again, we're not getting all fresh and fit here, but we just got to be honest, right? Women might think love just exists in a vacuum, but like if you have a dude who's 20, 21 years of age, who just got lit in the music business, has millions of dollars at his disposal, is very popular on social media, if you think they're going to be faithful, you're probably in for a long fucking day, right? Nevertheless, what ended up happening is that a few months ago, and this is how me and NLE fell out, this young woman basically was crying to get NLE Choppa back. NLE Choppa had broken up with her, and she was crying to get him back. I'll play a little bit of the video. I'm going to imagine most of you guys seen it already. What's her name? Marissa Danae Cry Choppa. So NLE Choppa broke up with this woman. She made a whole thing crying. Say this.
Wait.
So yeah, this is real. You can't help who you fall in love with. You can't help who you in 3 months. And just one man, not nobody else. And you build so much with that person. You go through so much with that person. And my healing process, I can't tell y'all how hard it is for me to sleep. Or how hard it is for me to get up and face reality, because this was not my reality a week ago. I can't tell y'all how hard it is, because I love so hard. And I love harder and harder and harder every time. And this one hurts the most. Because I really thought that I was going to marry this man. And I get it.
Now, NLE Choppa was upset even though I was supporting him, but what it told me is that he probably still had some love for her, because I went a little hard on her, basically saying, yo, you're fucking 30, my nigga. You're crying over a 20-year-old. Like, the nigga hasn't even lived life yet. Like, you want him to just be cuffed down with you. This is a manipulation tactic. When women start crying, it's usually manipulative. Have you ever seen a woman go from crying to laughing and like that? Especially filming yourself crying. So when I said that, he got a little upset because he just didn't want me to comment on that for whatever reason, even though they brought it to light. But the ending of that eventually was that, and I don't know if I gave enough context. Essentially, he came out and he said this. And I'm going to try to get to the relevant part. He basically said, he told this woman, I'm 20, I want to fuck bitches. I don't want one girl, I want to fuck bitches. And if you're down with it, cool. If you're not down with it, cool. You should leave. Apparently, she said she was down with it, so he did what he told her he was going to do. Fuck bitches. So they were going to have an open relationship of the sorts. Once he started doing that, he saw that she was getting really sad on the inside, so that's why he called it off. So this is him explaining it.
That's another thing I hate, when people comfort her in the sense of, or talk down on her back or whatever. But when she finally did, we used to just get on the phone or whatnot, distracted from what we was trying to heal from and coming off of. But in a sense, I was still more healed than she was, because I just felt it was something, you know what I'm saying? I always felt it was something when I got on the phone with her or whatever. That was rough for her. That was a rough patch with her. So I was letting her know, you won't be able to get in nothing. You won't be able it just won't work if you don't love yourself within anything you do, whether it's a job, occupation, whatever. Anything you do, if you don't love yourself and if you don't know your worth of all of that happening, I was always honest with who I was as a person, because I loved myself regardless of anything. I loved myself, so I didn't want to put myself in the same predicament I've already put myself in my past. So I hope I'm not fucking explaining this shit to the point where y'all don't understand it, because my 20s and all this stuff, I do not see me being just loyal to you. And by loyal, I don't mean the real definition of loyalty. The real definition of loyalty is to have somebody back through whatever. That's what I find. That's what loyalty is to me. Some people value loyalty off if you cheat or if you don't cheat. But in the beginning, I told her, I said, yo, I'm a loyal individual, but I can't sit here and lie to you and say, if I be with you, it's just gonna be you the only person I'm gonna have sex with, or you would be the only partner. And
now let me be honest with you. NLE Choppa is one of these. He's one of these some of these hotep niggas. Like, he got the same urges like a me and other niggas. He want to fuck as many girls as possible. but he kind of wraps it around some type of ideology about spirituality and, you know what I mean? Like, shit, the nigga got a BBL pill, right? Like, you know, it's my guy, but he do. Again, he's just like any other guy, but some women will feel his approach is manipulative because he'll bring in spirituality. He'll be just like, oh no, you just gotta love yourself. Like, he'll be saying some shit. Like, again, it's incredible how stupid women could be at times when a nigga's like kicking some falls, like, you know what I mean? Like some basic level pimp game. But you can imagine what the fuck Sharp was dealing with. Anyway. Soon as he started talking about this energy and all that type of shit, like the chick buys in. He tells her, yo, because of how the 15 planets lined up and the 3 suns and the 2 stars and the 18 galaxies, I just can't be loyal to you. I gotta fuck other chicks, which is, by the way, is a very common theme with men, but he packaged it pretty good. And he's 20. Keep in mind, the girl is 30. She bought in. And here, so he kicked the game. He's going to tell you how she bought it.
And she took it in and she was like, no, that's different. It's different.
It's not different. Yo, tell your girl you want to smash other girls. That's different. That's every guy in life. That's every guy in history. But that's what I'm trying to say. I give NLE Choppa credit because NLE Choppa is the type of nigga who would be like, yo, you know, I was growing my pumpkins and my potatoes outside, and you know, the way God allowed my asparagus to grow, he told me just like, I just need to have sex with other women. And the chick would be like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? All type of bullshit.
I appreciate your honesty. Nobody's ever been that honest and straight up with me. If we was to get together, we could work. I think I could work with that. All right, so boom. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, in the process of this, I think I found my match for my present moment self. Because I don't know in the future, 10 years from now, 5, 6, 7 years from now, I may say, okay, I'm done. I don't want to experience sexual relations with this many people or this many people. I probably just want my personal, and that's it. But speaking of me, my present sense, I know who I was as a person, and that comes from loving myself and just knowing myself, and not.
Yo, NLE Choppa is good, man, especially for his age, bro. Bro, you're not spitting no new shit. You just want to fuck other bitches. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to do with loving yourself. Like, nigga, you just want to do what you want to do. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not trying to be a poison to another female, because I feel like in my past, don't get me wrong, motherfuckers need to take accountability for what they did in the past, but I'ma always take accountability for myself. So speaking on my behalf, I know I wasn't the best man, and that's because I was dishonest. I said, if I ever get in another situation, another relationship, I'm gonna be honest, because that's what lets you know what's wrong or right. That's what wrong or right sides with. It's either the lie or the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes down to who's wrong or who's right, it always comes down on what was.
Okay, so to sum it up, he told his girl, yo, I'm going to have sex with other girls. Like, again, you know, when he got mad at me, it's because I took that spirituality bullshit out of it. Here's the reality. You see, this is the girl here, maybe not the best picture of her, but she's a beautiful girl. She probably have a bunch of Sims probably wanting to do whatever for her. The only reason she's going to tolerate NLE Choppa telling her he's going to fuck other women, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, I like when women be like, oh, you're the first one who told me this straight up. No. He's the first one who could tell you straight up. The nigga is a star. He has some fame. And out of all her options, he's probably the best option. So she probably was like, you know what? I'm going to try to put up with this because at least I'm going to be the main girl. That's what a lot of girls do. You get what I mean? Like, you know, it's coping. He then says he broke up with her. I'm going to try to skip to that.
Sometimes still detrimental. And I take full accountability because I feel like once upon a time, Mariah was the sweetest person to me. But because of who I was as a person, the lies I told, and like to be able to keep my sanity while I have to make another person happy and keep myself happy through this shit that y'all don't even know about, through the shit I already go through. I gotta keep my sanity through.
Okay. So he basically said he broke up with her. Okay, I don't got time to find the part. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a little slight update. NLE Choppa's out here, you know, and by the way, shit, should be out here doing this thing. Nigga's like 20. You know, he be on Kai's stream, Risen Hoes Up, Aiden stream, kicking it with, like, doing what he want to do. Anyway, he was on a show recently, NLE Choppa, and ironically, it was when, like, he'd been flirting with bitches for mad long line, but it wasn't until he talked about Ice Spice recently. This is what he said.
Me and Ice Spice, we was just trying to make a song. I was just trying to get on a song, on the real. Yeah.
She changed the number on you because you making a song?
I mean, she ain't changing on me. You know, people change their number, they get somewhere. Was I part of the reason? I don't know, probably. You never know, but.
Oh, she thought it was business. You tried to holler or something.
No, I was business oriented. Okay. And when I hollered, she ain't had no about it. It was like.
You did holler though.
Yeah, I mean, slickly, like not like slickly, like I.
So my boy trying to fuck Ice Spice. Come on, who wouldn't? Then my boy just having his way. He tried to fuck Maya or some shit like that. Was it Maya? No. Who was it? He tried to fuck some girl. Christina. Is it Christina Milian? No. Which girl did he try to clap? He tried to fuck like a cougar. Who was it? Megan Good.
She's recently single. Megan Good.
Man, I was waiting on her. Yes, man. Like, listen.
Let me call Megan real
quick.
Hold
you
on.
got Megan number?
Come on, I'm Jason Lee.
Come on, she gotta answer. Hey, on me, I've been wanting to take on a dinner. I want to get like some roses playing. Like, I want to do like some real, some shit I never did before for Megan Good. You know, I could be a preacher, all that. What else you want me to be?
Megan.
Hey, who's this?
This is Jason Lee. This is my other phone. Say hello to NLE Choppa. He hasn't given me this much energy the whole interview, but now I see every tooth in his mouth.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Megan?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm extremely blessed. I was just telling her, she hung up.
Come on, man. All right. So anyway, she then reacted
Trolls
later
accused the
on.
Memphis rapper of simping for Megan, but she tells us that's not what really happened.
I got disconnected. My mom called, and then I called back.
Storyline is one big all game of telephone.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he was trying to get with Megan Good, and I guess like the girl that was crying got mad, and she decided she wants to expose NLE Choppa because what we saw with their last like situation wasn't true. And this is, you know, it's hard for like a woman who's not famous to be with a famous guy because look how NLE Choppa's acting for Megan Good. The girl he's with, he's just kicking the truth to. Like, yo, I'm going to fuck other girls. Just be here. Enjoy it. His girl came out and cried again. I'm not laughing because of that. It's crazy. This is what she said.
Pretty much.
Baby shower.
Oh, no. This is what happened. Yeah, he did an interview. And he basically would like explain the baby mama shit.
Delusional.
Here we go.
Which is a definitely
relationship because you have a baby on the way, correct?
No, I mean, I'm in a relationship.
Oh, okay. Because it seems like so you're I guess ex-girlfriend, which
some people delusional. I am a free man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I am God's creation.
Yeah.
Don't nobody own me. I ain't got no cell block number.
But you do have a baby on the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you pay her to have the baby? Because this is what she's saying.
Oh, yeah, IVF. Okay. IVF. Yeah.
Oh, so you paid for the IVF?
Yeah.
But that's not really paying somebody to have a baby.
Yeah, I think she worded it wrong. But
okay.
Yeah, I went through IVF because we previously had a miscarriage, and that was pretty much my way of saying pretty much like another chance at it in
Yeah.
a sense. But it was understood from the jump that I wasn't in a relationship with no one.
Mm-hmm.
But I just felt like I don't know. I don't never owe nobody nothing, but I felt kind of sorry, if that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to try to make that situation right. And I'm still the asshole.
Yeah.
I hate liars. And what you're not gonna do is lie. But you forgot, like, I have all the receipts. I have all the tea. That's just like this morning, you said before you do anything physical or anything dealing, moving forward or having any communication, you want me to sign an NDA.
Okay, so his girl starts exposing him, okay? Or his ex-girl.
You've been wanting me to sign an NDA way before back when you pulled this NDA shit, when we was talking about the baby shower and you asking who's going to be at the baby shower because you didn't want nobody to take pictures.
Let me get some relevant shit.
Sorry for what? What you feel sorry for? We was out overseas. We was overseas. You sat me down crying. You forgot this? You sat me down crying, saying, let's just make a deal. Because yes, you still wanted to fuck around and be a hoe. And you didn't want nobody to come send me shit, come say anything to me, because you know I'm big on respect. If you gonna and go on about your day, don't let the bitch take pictures. If she ain't gonna be in a relationship with us, quote unquote,
Let me just keep playing. It says don't let the girl take no picture if she not about to be in a relationship with us. So she's down for polygamous relationship or polyamorous, right? This is why, like, I don't know why she's doing all this online. The dude already told you he gonna smash other girls. You seem to be open that maybe somebody else joins the relationship. The fuck problem you got with everything else?
She don't need to be doing all that. And then, since we want to talk about real shit, let's talk about how you lied in that YouTube video. And you told me that if I was to make a video and tell the truth, that you was never going to talk to me again. Let's talk about how 2 days before they're going to inject the baby in me, you make me go get the tattoo.
Oh shit. Oh, he tatted her face? Some good shit right there. Nah, that's some good shit right there. Yo, I looked at 6ix9ine one day. I was like, 6ix9ine, why your girl got like 6 tattoos on you? That nigga said, I was in jail, nigga. That's the only way I could have a peace of mind that she wasn't cheating. Hey, hey, one of them ones. I don't think 6ix9ine told her. Did he? I don't know. But there, NLE Choppa told her to go get that. Okay.
Or you said that you was gonna fucking call the doctor and cancel it. Remember that?
I'm gonna pause this and give a little bit of, like, you know, mental health and some self-esteem care. If you're that desperate to have a baby with him, you're a glorified surrogate. Okay? If you have to get a tattoo and you have to do all these things to have a baby with him, like, even as much as I don't like Blueface was making some valid points. Like, I know, like, too many women use this baby thing. Like, I don't know if there's a bargaining chip, and I don't know what type of, how women, you know, have to operate in their relationships or what leverages they have. You know, guys have whatever leverages they have. But, like, If you have to compromise and you're like almost damn near begging to get somebody to inject a baby in you via IVF, if you just want a sperm donor, there's a lot of dudes out here. But no, you want to have a baby by him. At that point, you got to start reflecting on yourself. The problem is not him. If you're running out to go get a tattoo because you want to get a baby by this guy, and he threatened that if you don't get the tattoo, he won't pay for the balance that the doctor completes the IVF. Remember when I was talking about the Cardi B thing? You know, women could always pull the card of, oh, I'm being manipulated, or yeah, someone I didn't know any better. In this case, it's super hard. You're like 10 years older than him. Come on. You got to be a little bit responsible.
Remember that? You lying. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. We made a deal. And the deal was you asked me to have this baby and let you do you. And I agreed.
I'm going to be respectful because this is going to be the mother of his child. I'm just asking, which part of the deal is for her? Because she's acting like the baby is for him and she didn't want the baby, even though who usually wants the baby? The woman. Why the hell will you tell a nigga, oh yeah, you can fuck any amount of girls you want and I'll have a baby for you? What are you getting out of this deal? Hopefully she explains.
But you never said I would have to do this shit by myself. If that was the case, I would have never done this shit. You paid for this shit.
Okay. So maybe she didn't want the baby, but she's saying she wanted him to be a part of it. Okay.
I can go be with somebody else who really want to be here and be a daddy.
Not no more. Yo, let me tell y'all this, man. Yo, women, y'all got to start treating y'all bodies with the utmost respect and realize that, like, I posted some meme on my Instagram, like dudes ain't just lining up to get single mothers. You know what I mean? It's like, don't have the baby with the wrong guy.
You keep talking about you want to keep using this age shit. You want to do grown shit till it's time to be a man. Tell them how you act grown. And I've been holding you down. I went through hell and high water for you. I changed everything for you. Everything. And then you made it seem to me like you wasn't there. You didn't get to be there.
Let me add a little bit of context to this too, though. Because what she's saying sounds very selfless. And that's really dope. But let's be honest. When you start hearing a woman talk like this, what she's leaving out or what you're not hearing is what she got going on for herself. Probably no job, no career, no ambitions, because she doesn't have to. She's with the star. Like most regular women, is like, yo, they got to find a way to pay bills. They got to do this. They got to go get a job. What she's talking about is like some fictional shit. Like, you only get to operate like this when you with the wealthy guy.
For your first child. So I've been doing everything in my power so you can experience all that shit. I don't do this shit without you. I've been doing this shit without you. My son Nursery is already done. I did everything without you. We just f***ed up because that's not the deal that you made to me. That's not the deal that you made to me. And
Okay. I'd also like to say this. I have tremendous pity for the amount of women who constantly fall under the false assumption that having a child by a man means you are now a family that he feels indebted to. Women usually don't realize, not because you're having a kid for like you know what I think it is? I really blame Shade Room. I'm gonna sound like I'm a sucker, but I blame Shade Room. This baby mama culture that makes it feel like baby mamas act like the baby daddies belong to them. No, they don't. Here's a simple thing, and here's the reality. And it's hard to talk reality when a woman is crying because they don't care about reality. Like, they just make up some shit and they just start crying for no reason. You got impregnated. You said he paid for it, IVF, by a millionaire. He's gonna have to take care of that child. Financially, he don't got to be there. Or you shouldn't be making deals for babies. If you're making deals for babies, like, it ain't no fucking way you're thinking that somebody's trying to have a family with you. It's no, like, deals for babies. You're going to get taken care of financially. What I think she wants is that she probably thought, let's have this kid. But now that I have this kid, you're kind of mine because you're the father of my kid and it's our family. So when he's like out there chasing 1,500 other women and she's not feeling the family structure, she's like, well, wait, hold on. I thought we were going to be in this together. Yeah, you know what that means? Yeah, he'll pay for your doctor's appointment or he'll send you some money if you need some money, but he ain't going to be there. What you want him to do? Like, fucking rub your belly at nights? No. If the dude made a deal with you, he's not trying to start a family.
I let you go out here and embarrass me because I loved you.
This is where I realize, again, she's using a child for bargaining chips. She said, you're embarrassing me. Well, if I made a deal, didn't she say in the deal he could go fuck all the woman he wants? How are you being embarrassed then? That's when you realize women, like, there's a lot of women who compromise because they feel like, okay, I'm going to take the small L to get the big W. But their true intention comes out. Your true intention is somehow trying to contain this young man. And you feel what he's doing is embarrassing. However, you still agreed to a deal that said you're going to have a baby. And that will allow you to ignore what you claim is embarrassing because he's still doing what he's doing. So let's be honest. The baby is the victim. The baby is only a control mechanism for you to try to control him. But he ain't waiting till a baby is born. There's some dudes that'll be honorable and be like, you know what? She's pregnant. Let me chill out. There's other niggas like, bro, he's in the entertainment business. I'm in the streets. The fuck is you talking about? How is he embarrassing you when you agreed to him doing stuff with other women?
I took everything that you ever threw at me. You trying to tell these people I wasn't down for the poly relationships and I was with you. I was bringing just to our fucking room.
Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl, man. Now, you see, if I was supposed to talk to this young woman, I would ask her this. I met one woman ever in my life that was actually really into polyamorous relationships. By the way, a lot of times women, the theory that women do a lot of things to men or most things to men, just like men do most things to women, is true. They kiss each other in the club, not because they want to kiss each other, because they know it has a stigma or an appeal of being sexy. It's provocative. But do they really want another girl? Like, most of the time, these chicks don't even want, they'll do the threesome for the dude. She's saying she was down to do a polyamorous relationship. Clearly, you're doing it for him. And anytime a girl has to do something for you, bro, trust me, it's coming with a bill. It's coming with the bill. She has some wild expectations or it's never going to go according to plan. Also, here's the thing, too. I think I said this before. Some women who are doing the compromising will be like, you know what? I'll do the threesomes. But after a while, especially if the nigga deems that you're being a dick police, he's gonna fuck bitches without you. You're being a dick police. So these chicks saying, oh yeah, we're having threesomes. Okay, cool. Now he wants to donkey fuck that other girl, push his fucking fist in her throat, in her trachea, his left thumb in her butt, and fucking just spit on her while he might be in some freaky shit. He don't want his girl supervising a dick. He want to slang community dick. That's the thing that women don't get too. They be like, oh, you want to have sex with other women? Why can't I be there? No, we don't want you to be there. Like maybe sometime, but not all the times. Like women be getting hurt. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, women don't really, like, all these chicks that act like, oh, whatever, they're like pick-me's. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, no, just like obey, like go along with it and it'll work. But y'all not having fun with it. Go have a threesome with your girl. See how your girl talks to the other girl afterwards. Like, trust me, my nigga. Trust me.
I was sitting downstairs while you was f***ing hoes. But
here's the funny part about it. So everything she's saying, she says she was down for polyamorous relationships. Except you clearly didn't want a polyamorous relationships because that's how it goes in polyamorous relationships. If two parties want to have sex without the third, or if everyone's having sex or whatever, like it's an equal type of thing. It felt like she's saying it like she's compromising, which clearly you're just doing it for the dude, which what are you doing at that point?
That's who I could find in. I could find in my friends. So he don't want me telling my friends certain things because when he reads our messages, my friends don't agree with what he say and all this shit. So we was talking about my baby shower. At first, he didn't want to be at the baby shower because my sister was going to be there. But this is my problem. Like, I ignored everything because I loved you. I really thought that, like, you loved me back. It's my fault. I take accountability. It's my fault because I believed in you. I believed that you were different. I was a very, very... I just believed, I knew that you were different and I believed in you more than anything. December, you switched up. You went on your little journey. You switched up. Just in November, you was texting me, telling me, you know, you needed to treat me better as a woman and whatever the case might be. It's just a lot. But at the end of the day, you gave me my blessing. I can't fault you for that. I appreciate you giving me my blessing. But I could have did this another way. I could have did this with somebody who wants to be there. And you want to sit here and act like...
That's cap. That's cap. Yo, reality is the most lethal drug for most women. I'm going to tell you why. In theory, what she's saying makes a lot of sense. You got broken up with by a dude 10 years your junior, which means she's 10 years younger than you. And you went online crying about, hey, why did you break up with me? I will go against everything I believe in just to make you happy. That sounds like you're trying to keep him, not he trying to keep you. Then you come back and tell us, oh, he gave me a deal. What's the deal? He fucks as many girls as he wants, but I get a baby. And you took the deal. It sounded like either you're like, okay, at least I'm having a baby with a millionaire, or at least I'm going to be the main girl having the baby, which means he can't go anywhere. That's what you incorrectly thought. And that's going to make me happy despite all the other stuff. That whole thing of, oh, I could have picked another dude. You picked the dude. You wanted the star. Yo, put it like this. And I hate when women try to trust me. You could find another dude, looks-wise or whatever you care about, that's comparable to NLE Choppa, but find the broke version, the one that's at Walmart. Like, no disrespect to Walmart or whatever. But like, find the one that's not a superstar millionaire with mad resources and mad women at his disposal. If you find that guy, he probably still gonna cheat too, but he probably won't give you these type of deals. He'll probably go along with whatever fairy tale you got in your mind. But you kind of know that that's not what you want because you want the star. You want NLE Choppa.
Like, quote unquote single or whatever, and that's cool. But you didn't want me to be with nobody else. Even still to this day, you before all this, you constantly asking me who in my DMs or who I've been talking to or da 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 da. Like, you know, like it's just lame. It didn't have to go this far. I said something on the internet the other day because I've been texting you, I've been communicating my feelings, I've been constantly communicating with you, and you ignore them. You're not acknowledging them. You want to push them to the side, give me excuses, say that you're busy, flip it on me, tell me that you got the world on your shoulders, you got to do this and that, and all I do is stress you out. I should be strong enough to handle this and da-da-da-da-da. And you would think the heartful, tearful conversations that we have with another are meaningful, but I guess they're not.
No disrespect. This chick need a job. That's my new thing. When girls, like, when a nigga tell you, like, the whole world's on his shoulder, that means they're busy with work. When you got all day to talk about feelings and cry, you need a job. I'm sorry to tell you. You need a job. A J-O-fucking-B. All right? You got idle mind right now, man. Like, yo. Nah, by the way, I'm not even speaking on his situation. I be speaking on, like, sometimes personal shit. I'm like, yo, how you got all day to be in your feelings? I'm like, I gotta go stream. I can't go on stream crying. I can't go on stream mad. I can't go on a business call doing that. I can't go do this whole presentation about this whole company I got going on with my feelings. You need a fucking job. Get in that fucking vehicle you are. Download the fucking Uber app or maybe the Lyft app or goddamn it DoorDash or Uber Eats and get busy. Let me tell you this, man. An idle mind, you start thinking about too much shit. Let me tell you this. My mama said it. She upstairs, man. An idle mind is a devil's playground, man. A chick with nothing to do other than think about bullshit. Oh, yeah, like thinking about weird-ass deals or you gave me a deal of that. Like, come on, man. Get a job. And I'm not saying she needs a job because I'm pretty sure what's her name, takes care of her very handsomely, right? Most of these girls, like, by the way, this ain't regular people problem. This is like really like weird people problem in the sense of most women, you're not 2 o'clock in your car in the middle of nowhere just crying to a camera. You're working. This right here, as I said, man, she just need a job or a hobby, bro. I'm telling you, man. Give her a job or a hobby. I'm being honest with you. And trust me, I've dated the girls. Yo, let me tell you this. You know my new thing that I've realized? Dating a girl whose entire job is you, biggest problem ever. She ain't got nothing. She ain't got no aspirations for herself. She not doing nothing herself. She don't feel the need to get up and go do some shit and make something for her, or it's not even for her. Just like there's zero things to do other than to bitch at you. She wakes up every day. She looks around. She's on your social media every day. Why'd you follow this bitch? Why'd you do this? You're like, what the fuck? You already told her you fucking bitches. She's still mad at her. Like, what? I'm telling you, these women need a job. I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right, I think this is kind of over.
Not. I guess it was all fake because you felt sorry for me. So I'm glad you feel sorry for me. That's gonna be the key for me to stop holding on to you. I'm
gonna just cut this video right now. First of all, let me just predict the timeline of things. NLE Choppa gonna get fake mad at me talking about it while they're just broadcasting all the trauma themselves. That's number one. Number two, they're gonna be together in 4 days. They might be together tonight, okay? This was just internet bullshit. This is no different than Krishan Rock and Blueface. Let's get people involved to get some sympathy. All I'm just saying, shorty, I see you got like a YouTube channel. Go get on Zeus with this shit, man. That's what you could get a check. Go do that. Listen, the only way to really like get at that nigga is go level up. You're not gonna level up crying on camera on Instagram though. Get on Zeus or something, man. Stop playing. All right. Good luck and hope you have a healthy pregnancy. Did y'all see this shit right here? So apparently everybody is commenting on the fact that, you know, Uzi's looking like a homosexual these days. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, you know, like Lil Uzi Vert, you know, in his Leslie character. Let me see. Lil Uzi. You know, he's trying to like kind of act like he's the devil. I keep telling you, bruh, no disrespect, even the devil wouldn't look this gay. Like, let's just keep it a bean, right? Like, the devil would never look like this. So, this is just Uzi being Uzi, right? This is not even some devil shit. I know y'all want to think it's the devil, but trust me, even the devil is like, fuck that gay shit. I ain't gay like this. Like, chill. Like, this nigga's wildin', right? It is the reality. You get me? Like, these dudes, you know what I mean? They're just trying to play up on some edginess. But here's the thing, too, though. Bro, there's actually gay, talented artists. Like, Lil Nas X. Like, we know he's getting fucked up the ass. Like, we know it. Like you could look at that nigga, you could tell he gay. So, like the fake gay people, like, I don't think Uzi's gay at all, by the way. The fake gay people like Uzi, we're not even outraged about when we have the real gay artist, okay? So we just look at him like, yo, this guy just needs to, like, yo, you know what I mean, act his age. Like, he's finna turn 30. You can't turn 30 talking about your Leslie, right? Now, every time they post this on the Shade Room, apparently, you know, like, he responded to it, I guess, in a sort of way. He said, Chow understand people don't like ways of Chow, but Chow don't give a fuck. Chow rich and never look back. Suck my monkey tail, Leslie out. I think if you don't know, you know that little Asian nigga from Hangover? Chow Rich. I don't know. Can I find the fucking... I think he's a nigga from Hangover, bro. I think his name is Chow, right? Chow Hangover Rich. Let's see. Is it this? Here.
Chow's so cold. I'm gonna warm you up. Chow's so cold. Chow's so cold. You did good, buddy. Good.
No. It's one of these things. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what Uzi was kind of quoting when he said, Chow understand people don't like the ways of Chow, but Chow don't give a fuck. Chow is rich and never look back. He's telling people to suck his monkey tail, and he says Leslie out. So everybody's just saying, yo, bro, yo, like, I think, like, yo, the jig is up. Fans are like, yo, Uzi, bro, like, you're 30, or you finna be 30. No, he's not that old. By the way, 30 ain't old. But, like, people are looking at him like, yo, bro, like, nigga, you're acting like Lil Mabu or some shit like that. Like, bro, you're a grown man now, right? So somebody at his girl, which is JT, to say, yo, damn, JT, you really taking city girls down, because I guess they're mad that she's dating him. He says, you have an ugly baby and a dead father. Now, let me see if I can find, I want to show you the pictures. Not to, we're not going to be clowning kids. We ain't into that. But I wanted to show you what they were talking about when they were, let me see. Let's see if we can find. The kid did look like Finesse 2 times. Now, it's neither here nor there if y'all think he's attractive or not. But she mentioned that the kid looked like Finesse 2 times. Like, what'd she say? Oh, no, she ain't say it yet. She said it here. She said, that baby looked like Finesse 2 times. Please leave me alone. I'm not bothering no one. And then she said, no, it won't. I don't have to be nice to people who is nice to me. Now, I'm trying to find a picture of the little baby that she claimed looked like Finesse 2 times, but maybe it's like a sign from God. I shouldn't find it, right? I shouldn't find that thing. Okay, cool. Anyway, it was a little baby of a fan, and she was making fun of the fact that the fan's father is dead, right? You heard what she said. She says, ugly baby and dead father. So the fan who said something to her, their father is dead, and she called the baby ugly. Then she followed up by saying that baby looked like Finesse 2 times. Now, just by pure understanding and kind of putting one on one together to make two, if you call the baby ugly, then you said the baby looked like Finesse 2 times, you're saying Finesse 2 times is ugly. Finesse 2 times is not like that, okay? And this was him reacting to JT calling him ugly. Let's see what he said.
See? You talking about ugly. Ooh. Wow. They talking about ugly. Ooh. They said? See, the girl just went down playing them type of girls.
Now, granted, I don't know why he put on that music in the background like this was like a 90s sitcom or like some 90s romantic sitcom or whatever. But he also said, guess she mad I said I can't do nothing with no skinny hoes.
Man down! Man down! Hey, Trick Daddy looking at him! Trick Daddy looking at him! What's wrong with you? Lamont Dozier looking at him! What's wrong with you? Peter Pablo looking at him! What's wrong with you? Jermaine Dupri looking at him! What's wrong with you? R.P. Dog looking at him! What's wrong with you? Open your phone.
Now, they talking about, if you don't know, they're talking about JT.
High speed.
Either, man. She's gonna lie, though. JT hoe shit either, man.
I'm going off what I see. I ain't man shit eating ass. Don't stand there, hoe. Eat shit.
He said JT eat shit. Has she been bragging about eating ass? That's her thing now? Somebody gotta let me know. Is JT like part of the... We know Young Miami loves getting peed on. So, like, the city girls... The city girls love getting degraded. One says she loved getting peed on, and they look like they're claiming that JT like getting shitted on. Is that true? No, that can't be true. I don't believe that's true.
Man, I'm over the
Either, man. She's gonna lie, though. JT hoe shit either, man.
I'm going off what I see. I ain't man shit eating ass. Don't stand there, hoe. Eat shit.
By the way, let me also point out, this is rap. Lil Uzi Vert's @ button will not work. This nigga from Memphis, he just got out of prison. This nigga is one of the real ones. Nobody wants smoke with him. He with the mob tied niggas. Nobody wants smoke with Finesse 2 times. Yo, Uzi, I respect you because you doing what I did in Philly years ago. Y'all heard the story. I mean, some of y'all heard the story. I told you bad times. walking past a bunch of niggas in Philly. It was me and my girl. A nigga gonna shout out, "Hey, yo, ho, what up?" Like, he trying to holler at her, but he calling her out her name. He calling her a hoe. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. After the second time, it was about a group of 8 niggas. I ain't gonna lie, man. These niggas look like, they were like bike riders. They all had like vests on. All these niggas look like they were at least 6'5". I was wondering, like, yo, is it an NBA, like, a bunch of bike, like, they were big as fuck. Anyway, after about the third or fourth, like, yo, Ayo, no, it wasn't Ayo ho, it was Ayo bitch. I turned over, I looked back, because we kind of walked there, it was on South Street. And when I looked back, one of them niggas said, "Hey, nigga, we ain't talking to you, we talking to your bitch." And I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I said to myself for 1 second, it's 8 of them niggas. They gonna beat my fucking ass. But I ain't gonna lie, I could try to buck on them to defend my girl, or, and this option I took, I told her, "Baby, let's keep on moving." We sped walked that block like it was nothing. You feel me? Like, yeah, let me tell you, niggas, the smart people in life pick and choose. Uzi act like he ain't see this. Uzi's over here probably like, combing his perm, talking about, that's Uzi's girl, not Leslie's girl. Yeah, Uzi ain't see that shit. Uzi, you smart, my nigga. You know you damn well seen that shit. Finesse 2, you don't want Finesse 2 time and them Memphis goons. First of all, this nigga look more gangster than Uzi right here. This little boy right here. Don't answer. I get it. Duh. I wouldn't answer that nigga either. I ain't see that. Yo, JT probably be waking him up. Yo, Uzi, you don't see the shade room posting it? Leslie, ciao, no see, no posting. No posting, ciao. Yeah. Duck this one, Uzi, I feel you. Let me tell you this. Uzi was talking all that I'm a devil shit. We ain't hear nothing about him being a devil right now. This is when the devil come out. Yo, Chad, a nigga been acting like he the devil. This when the devil come out. Nigga, what? Nigga. Them niggas calling Uzi's girl Beetlejuice. Yo, she eat shit. They violating her. You know what Uzi say right now? God forgive them. God forgive them because they know what they do. God forgive those young men from Memphis. Yeah! Selective! That devil shit don't exist no more. Please, God, forgive those black men. They don't know what they do. Now you want to turn the other cheek. Ciao no see. Ciao no see. Ciao no see. Ciao no see. Yeah. That nigga Uzi ain't see nothing right now. Let this have been Rich the Kid. If this was Rich the Kid. Let this have been Rich the Kid, nigga.
Plug walk!
If it was Rich the Kid, that nigga was gonna have Rich the Kid doing the plug walk, nigga. Oh, man. Y'all remember that one where they said Rich the Kid jumped over the counter, yo? It was like in a coffee. It was like Uzi. Counter. Like, Rich the Kid hopped over the counter. Rich the Kid's a real nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. May I take your order? Welcome to 7-Eleven. May I take your order? May I take your order? Welcome to 7-Eleven. Welcome to 7-Eleven. May I take your order? Yo, my nigga. Yo, fuck that. I rock it with my... Yo, Rich the Kid was like, yo... Shit got too real. It's time to clock in, gang. Ole. Welcome to 7-Eleven. Nah, I'm rocking with it. Nah, I'm rocking with none of y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah. Shit, yo, I'm jacking what Rich did. I'm doing it too. This is in Philly. So like Uzi was out there with all type of demons and shit. You know Philly got the worst murder rate these days, right? That's the funny thing. Uzi, I know, yo, anytime you see Uzi start doing some like Leslie shit, he's not going to Philly. Like he's probably like in Thailand or something. Bro, when Uzi go to Philly, he look like a regular nigga, bro. If he driving his Bugatti or he's just out there, he let niggas know, yo, I got it on me. Chill. I got it on me. Chill. I got it on me. Real rap. When he's in Thailand, it's Leslie. Nigga just combing his hair one side like, yo, Uzi's a funny nigga, man. Yo, Uzi just acted like he ain't seen this video at all. Nigga, if Uzi was the devil, this is where the devil clocks in. The devil's clocking in right here.
JT, you talking about ugly. Ooh. Wow. They talking about ugly. Ooh. They said.
Yo, somebody said JT looked like PD Pablo, gang. And Uzi ain't say a word.
Man down! Man down! Hey,
let me tell you this. That boy finessed 2 times. He one of them ones. I knew he was one of them ones when that nigga put up. Yo, did y'all see this show on my Instagram recently? This nigga finessed 2 times. I don't know how long he was incarcerated for, but he must have did 20 years. Because he got out and he don't understand the feminist movement at all. He's like, yo, you know what? He be like, yo, I need a bitch to be a bitch. Like, he don't realize, no, that's not how it goes. Like, women don't just like make you food and just like shut the fuck up. Like, they do stuff now, bro. Like, he don't even know that. That nigga was with Erica Banks. He got out of a relationship with her. He said, yo, this chick too masculine. She get up in the morning and she grab her phone. She should grab me something to eat and get my clothes ready. That nigga on some militant shit. Yo, this is why I know that nigga is different. This is why Uzi respond. This is Finesse 2 times posted this. He said this is his type of girl. He says alpha male treatment. That's what he said, alpha male treatment. This is how you want his girl to treat him in the morning. Oh, she helping that nigga dress. Yeah, man, get to them cankles and bunions and corns, man. The fuck you doing? This is why you don't respond to a nigga like this. Nigga been locked up for too long, man. He missed a lot of reality. Yo, Finesse 2 times look like he missed a lot of reality. So, I ain't gonna lie. Uzi, you made a right choice. Uzi was devilish until Finesse 2 times said something. That nigga was seeking God. Let's turn the other cheek, people. Let's turn the other cheek. What'd he say? He said she looked like PD Pablo. Well, you know what? I look like Kirk Franklin. You know what I mean? Listen, the Lord forgives, Jesus wept. Let's keep this moving. Like, come on, man. He ain't talking about that. No. Child, no respect. You talk to my woman. No, he ain't say none of that. None of that. I'm ready to see the devil worshipers actually get to the devil shit. Because you know, like, again, I ain't trying to promote no terrorism or nothing like that. But you know what I think devil shit is? Devil shit is all these mass murderers and these really demonic people. Devil worshiping is not just like dressing in a crop top. Like, you feel me? Like I've never heard like, oh, the devil wanted to be evil today and is rocking a miniskirt as a dude. Like, no. Like, what the fuck? Oh, the devil the devil is in his bag. How is he in his bag? Oh, he got his hair parted to the side with a perm. What? No. No, the devil is in his bag. Wait. What's the devil doing today? Oh, the devil is just showing you his latest. No, come on, man. Cut it out. Yeah, niggas is emo, bro. All right. So Uzi ain't respond to this dude, and trust me, we won't hear Uzi. You might not even see Uzi with JT until this nigga start talking about something else. Okay, again, Memphis. I'm gonna be honest with you. Memphis niggas really look like they be on some shit, man. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, which part of Memphis Finesse 2 Times come from, man? And how long was he locked up for? By the way, talk about picking and choosing. Uzi, JT, Young Miami. Listen to this. Uzi did not sound like this to Finesse 2 Times now.
Doing we doing, it's like we gonna turn on YouTube at my house. We gonna play music. Tyra already here. Tyra.
There we go.
Is this Carisha? So listen, is this Carisha?
Uzi, me and you don't have to be friends.
I don't care, Carisha.
That's understood. We don't have to be friends.
Carisha. It ain't even about that though. It ain't even about that because you know me. I ain't never got to see you just like you ain't never got to see me.
Uzi, what you gotta say?
I'm about to say it. Let me get my whole speech out because you know I don't do this. Okay? Yeah, I do. It's me. Look at my car. Look at my life. I do way too much. Okay. So anyway, Carisha. And JT told me, she like, Uzi, you ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse, so don't say nothing. But you know, clearly I run this shit. And this is mine. So it's just like, Carisha, shut up. JT. If I told you tongue kiss me on this live right now, you gonna do it.
Okay, well just say.
So just chill. Hey, you saw what I said to you, Carisha, because you left me on scene.
Yeah, because it's like it's understood. Me and you not friends, and we don't have to be friends. That's it.
It's not about that, Carisha. I told you. You know I ain't gonna say it on live. I already told you what be wrong with me. Everybody know what be wrong with me. You don't know me like that.
Yeah, but exactly. I never did nothing to you. This your second.
No, you didn't know. You see what I said. You saw what I said.
So at this point, it's just
and
like
it's my last. And it's my last time. Like whether you like it or not, it's my last time. I would never do you like that. I'd never ever do you like that. That's not even in me. Like I won't do you like that. What you did to me? Like what you did to me? Honestly, tell me what you did to me.
All right, baby, I see what you want.
Relax.
What you want?
I'm not on no weirdo shit. What you did to me?
No, I'm just saying like you up there.
Yeah, I am up there, but I'm not gonna go there.
You taking too long with my phone.
You're not getting on live anyway. That's number one.
Okay, so Uzi, you could just hang up and we'll talk off the live because it's a lot.
Yeah, because he gonna.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
Damn. Yeah, Uzi wasn't like that now. Anyway, in other news, Young Miami claims she's done with Diddy. She has confirmed in a I think it's maybe People magazine. Sean Diddy Combs and Carisha Young Miami Brownlee have separated ways. Though the rapper's romance was often a source of buzz for fans, the pair said repeatedly that they were dating, but not an exclusive relationship. Miami, who's 29, confirmed in a new interview that they're no longer together. We're still friends. We're still good friends, she told The Cut. But we're single. That's not my man. The City Girls rapper added that she and Diddy, who's 53, had her own situation that she didn't want to put a label on it, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I can find her saying it. Okay. So essentially, you know what I mean? Is there a video? I thought it was a video. She told The Cut. All right. Probably not a video. Regardless, she's claiming it's over. I'm going to be honest, man. The shit was going to end up like that the moment that Young Miami The moment she said this, let me talk about the moment she admitted this.
Let's keep everybody nice and waxed. It's too hot for their hair. We not.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say.
By the way, I'm not shaming her for what she like. There's a lot of usually, I'm gonna be honest. Chad, there's a saying I've realized is true. Most women are into most things for the right person. Now, I know she admitted this, but I'm pretty sure she's not letting every dude pee on her. Like, you know what I mean? She probably has to really like the guy. She might have made Diddy pee on her, but like that nigga's pissing out DeLeon. She ain't gonna let you piss on her, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? That's just the reality of the situation. But after this point, man, I just realized I was like, yo, Young Miami was going to learn the unfortunate truth, which, by the way, Young Miami is actually 31 or 30 or something like that. How old is she? 29. You know, not that old, but still. A lot of people just have to understand the reality. Diddy's a 53-year-old player, man. Diddy done had some of the bestest of pussies. He has some of the most used up boxes. He's had a lot of women in his life. All that shorty wop shit was only going to be temporary, okay? Diddy gave you a good year, and I don't think she should be mad either. She got like a little Maybach out of it and all that type of stuff. Diddy got what he wanted. Listen, a fair exchange ain't no robbery, right? She ain't spent too much years being stuck on this shit. She got a car, whatever the case is. It is what it is, if you ask me. However, I'm going to be honest with you, and she's probably going to be able to escape this because she's famous. I always say you got to treat a woman how she allowed herself to be treated by the last guy. So if you were the side chick to Diddy, I don't want to make you my main chick. Now, granted, I'm saying me, but I'm just saying what her next guy could be saying, right? Like, yo, you were a famous side chick. Why the hell would I make you the famous wifey now? But who knows? You know, good luck to her. She's clearly getting through life. I think the city girls are at an impasse. It's an interesting point in their career. I don't look towards them for music anymore. I look towards them for lifestyle stuff. The city girls movement, I don't think it's completely centered around music anymore. By the way, I personally believe the city girls, hot girl, and this is a hot take of mine, so you can clip this, whatever. That city girls, hot girl, icy girl wave is kind of over. Like, people are back to wanting submissive women, bro. You get what I mean? Like, people want Ice Spice, the chick that we don't hear, like, oh, yes, bitch. Like, yeah, she raps and shit, but like, have you heard Ice Spice say any of the things just in interviews like these women try to preach? I think people are over this type of era. This type of era was proven to be a fraud. A bunch of women got smutted out. Mileage ran up on a box. And I think when the dust settles, it's people like Ice Spice and the more feminine women who either know how to make a better balance where they're not isolating fan bases. I think those are the people that win. So I personally believe that City Girls era is done. You know what I mean? Like, not that the whole era is done, but people caring that much about the movement where the music is so lit. You know, those anthems, like, nobody want to hear that shit no more. We know y'all get peed on, y'all suck everybody up, y'all outside, y'all fuck for a bag. Like, come on, that's just old. Like, I believe that City Girls, hot girls, icy girls movement, I think all those are a wrap. People are done hearing that narrative, especially when you're putting in propaganda. Now, if it's a hot song, it's a hot song. But those movements, I think it's a wrap, bro. All right. Okay. All right. Still got a bunch of topics to still get to. Let me see what we didn't talk about. Oh, shit. I want to talk really quickly about my man Designer. I want to send my prayers out to him. Okay, well, this is not him. It's Life of Designer. I want to send my prayers out to him. Yeah, I just want to send. Anyway, if you guys don't know, recently he put out a message to fans. His message was a long one. It was in text format. One that I do have here somewhere, and I believe here it is. It says from Designer. It says from the past few months, I have not been okay. I've been struggling with coming to terms with what is going on. While overseas for a concert I performed at, I had to be admitted to the hospital. I was not thinking clearly. They gave me meds and I had to hop on a plane home. I'm ashamed of my actions that happened on that plane. By the way, interjection, I'll just throw some information out. Apparently on the international flight, he exposed his genital areas to the plane. And he was scolded by a air hostess or like one of the stewardess to like, yo, bro, you got to chill out. What are you doing? Anyway, that also made the news. But he said he's ashamed of those actions that happened on the plane, and he landed back in the States, and he's admitting himself into a facility to help himself. He's canceling all of his shows and obligations until further notice. Says mental health is real, guys. Please pray for me. If you're not feeling like yourself, please get help. I feel like this was a very honest post. Okay, well, give me one second. I might have to go get my dogs in a second. All right, give me a second. Apologies. Yeah. Give me 1 second, chat. All right. So, okay. So he said he landed back in the States and he's admitted himself into a facility to help himself. He will be canceling all of his shows and all obligations until further notice. Mental health is real. Please pray for me. Now, I don't know exactly what Designer is going through, but I'm going to be very light and gentle with this situation because clearly this is someone's going through some stuff. And, you know, man, life really takes us through a blender. And we saw a couple months ago when Takeoff had passed away, he had a real interesting reaction. Not, we all were hurt, but we saw little glimpses that, he may have been going through some other stuff that was much deeper than that. And designer Takeoff, this was his reaction to it.
Bro, I can't hold the tear. I can't go Quay. I can't go Offset. I can't call none of these niggas.
Now, what's also interesting is that when he got into the music business, they were popping, or they were having their initial run. So I think that's how they linked up, and they probably formed a bond. And it was also interesting in telling that he felt so hurt by their by Takeoff's passing, because it also showed how much, even friendships and relationships, or how the music business was affecting him. I'll keep playing a little bit of it.
Well, I'm done. I can't live like this no more.
This is InstaSnap TV, as you may have heard.
What the fuck?
The sad news.
Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we fucking do it? I swear to God, it said ain't nothing. I'm done rap. Yo, you hearing to me? It's done. This version of me is done. It's done. That's a Takeoff, bro. It's done. Y'all wanted it, it's over. 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 Y'all killed Takeoff. Why the fuck? That's my brother, bro. I can't even hold the tear. I can't even go Quay. I can't go Offset. I can't.
All right. That was tough to watch. I'm not too sure about necessarily where the origin of all the mental problems are coming from. Not too sure where, his own isolated personal mental issues have arisen from, but I'm going to make an inference, and this might be very shallow, or it may be just incorrect, but I'm going to try to understand this, because I don't know much beyond the very basic stuff going on. It feels like a lot of artists that were either super or well popular in that 2014 to 2017 era, they're going through some interesting times. We've seen recently Young M.A. had some health issues. Not too sure if that has to do with her mental health, but people were alarmed when they saw pictures of her that made it seem like she was just not anywhere near her prior self or what we knew her to be. Let's see. She also spoke about depression and alcoholism, mental health, right? She said the death of her older brother and other traumatic experiences were contributing factors. And when you look at that, I start to think even also another guy, what's the guy named the Watch Me Whip? Watch Me Nene, what's the guy named? Silento, right? Silento, who recently, he was charged with, He was charged after attacking strangers with a hatchet. He's facing 6 years in prison. That was back in 2020. Then he basically got indicted on a murder charge for the shooting in regards to his cousin's death. Let's see, give me a second. Yeah, so he got indicted for his cousin's murder. He's 23 years of age. I don't want to say this as if it's definitive, but I'm wondering what the effect of the clout era essentially was, where, you know, not saying these people weren't talented or didn't or shouldn't have made it, but they kind of blew up overnight. And when you think about Young M.A., she literally blew up off. It was Heffany or whatever it was. Like, what's the name of that song? She called it Stephanie. I call her Heffany. Like, whatever it is. I don't know. I forgot how that song goes, but I think it came right after the Bobby Shmurda. People were Shmoney dancing to that too. Designer kind of came a little bit before the clout era, but like it kind of rolled into it. He was on Good Music. He never really had a place that kind of he felt naturally at home to. His career went in a few different interesting ways. Then Silento, the dude who from the Watch Me Whip and Watch Me Nay Nay stuff, like that was pretty much only the song we know from them. I've been wondering, is the effect of reaching your goals at such a rapid and quick pace than not having the same type of love from the audience or the support or clout or whatever you want to call it, does that mental toll turn to depression? Does that then drive some of these people who also might be now in interest in financial positions to do different things? Do they feel like hold on. Okay. All right. So, to kind of sum it up, like I'm wondering, like, think about all the dudes who got super famous, and then they're kind of coming off that high. At this point, they're regular human beings. Like, people might know them, like, oh, you're the guy who did that song like 4 or 5 years ago. You're the guy who did that song 7, 8 years ago. Money's not flowing like you used to. Their lifestyle is definitely kind of more contained now. They're living a more regular, menial type of existence, and that takes a crazy toll on a person who probably were living thrill to thrill and having dopamine releases of just doing whatever they wanted, having anything they wanted, for a very long time. Or not for a very long time, but in a moment. So when I see all these things, I'm wondering if any of these psychological issues might be all connected, or maybe I'm reaching. I really feel like there's going to be a fallout from the clout era. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to call a particular people's name out, because every time I even hint at people, they'll be like, oh, I know you're talking about me. But just think about all the people that popped off in the clout era, and if they aren't as popping now, if you look close enough, you'll start seeing issues manifest all over the place. And you'll see like certain type of problems that they're going through, or substance abuse, or depression to a certain extent, which I'm wondering how, because I'm a product of helping those people get into those positions. Not all of them, but some of them. So how do we have an open conversation of trying to help the artists who ain't as lit as they, because that's what the music business is. Like, you're never going to be as, like, some of these guys came out, got 20 million followers, and then no one give a fuck about them like 2.5 years later. I don't know. That's a very interesting thing. And I saw the designer thing, and I instantly thought about other people who are probably feeling a little hopeless. And I don't know. What do you guys' thoughts about that? Designers dumb and should have invested his money better. Here's the thing about that. 010111, whatever your name is. Most of these guys that are complaining aren't broke. That's where the mental kind of like anguish comes in. It's not like these guys are broke. Is that the fame, which is a completely different high in itself, has dissipated. The fame, the importance, the care, the fans, the stage, the audience, the allure of the crowd, the respect of the game, all that has evaporated. It's out with the old, in with the new. There's a new guy who people are saying, oh shit, you're the new guy. We want to hear from you. Like, these guys won't tell you, but some of these guys, I can imagine sometimes they go out in public just to see if people, like what the reaction they get. And trust me, when somebody says, oh shit, I used to watch you like 8 years ago. And they talk about them like has-beens, like being someone who is in your 20s, and they talk about you like a has-been. Nyla, what's up? Appreciate you. All right, now we're back. Okay, cool. I think that was my internet. So I sincerely apologize if you guys are watching and it just cut out. Yo, also, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are fighting tomorrow. I've kind of slept on how big this is, but it looks like it's like the biggest thing in the world if you look at like how it's kind of manifested in Vegas. But they had a weigh-in today, or it was like a face-to-face. See if I can get the face-to-face.
Ryan Garcia weighs 5.5 pounds for King Ryan Garcia. And now to the scale, with a record of 28 wins, no losses, 26 big wins.
I'm trying to get the back and forth. Where's the back and forth? Face to face. Hey, Tank looks intimidating. This dude looks, I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Garcia look a little shook. I ain't gonna hold you. Tank's coming with a lot of energy. He's coming off like a firecracker. This fight's going down tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching it somehow. I'm gonna be one thing I've seen somebody do in a streaming sense, obviously we can't stream the fight. It's a pay-per-view fight, right? Like Twitch will ban you in a second. But I've seen people stream themselves just talking about the fight while the fight's going on. So I guess like the people who are watching the fight, they watch the fight somewhere else, but then they also listen to the commentary through their stream or whatever. I don't know if that's an interesting thing, but yeah. I was supposed to be at this fight tomorrow. This is all good fight shit, man. Who do I think is going to win? I've learned not to bet against Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis just seems like I really bet against him like the last 2 fights. The dude's knocking everything out. Like he has a punching power that even if you think he's getting outboxed, he'll knock a nigga out, bro. So again, I'm not betting against him. Ryan Garcia seems like he has quick hands. Look like he's pretty glamorous in how he fights. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Tank just seems like one of those guys that I'm just not gonna bet against him. I'm just not going to bet against him. So this is interesting because both have an undefeated record. And this is what boxing needs. Boxing needs people with shit to lose, putting it on the fight, big fights. And I think, unfortunately, celebrity boxing, like, this influencer boxing, that's what people have been looking for. Like, it's crazy that, like, so many people cared about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul when who they should be caring about is the actual professionals who have won 10 times more fights than both of these guys. So I'm glad that it's actually at this stage with 2 fighters that we want to see. Obviously, people want to see like Haney get in the ring eventually. I think they would have wanted to see Haney versus Tank or something like that too. Regardless, at this weight class, I'm interested to see who kind of like takes the reins, and you got to put people to the test. Me, I'm betting on Tank. That's it. Somebody say, you say KO by 7 round. I say the KO is going to be really quick or not at all. But it's going to be a lopsided beatdown. That's going to be very apparent one way or the other. All right? By the way, I think this is Bernard Hopkins. He looks mad old right here. Yeah, he looks mad old right here. Whatever. All right. All right, yo, boom. What's popping with you? I see you in the chat, my dude. All right. Let's see if we can get some other things kind of going on as well. Yo, I don't know what Pusha T did to motherfuckers, man, but people ain't rocking with my man Pusha T now. Anyway, Pusha T basically popped out, and everybody don't think he should be in this top 50 listing, right? First of all, Jim Jones came out before and was just like, yo, niggas is tripping if they have him in his top 50. And it first started with, let me see if I can find it. There was like a round table hosted, I think it was by like Jinx, my boy Jinx. But like Jim Jones was like, fuck no, this dude should not be in the top 50. And he was talking about Pusha T. Can't find it. Let me scroll a little bit more. If I can't find it here, I'm just go up. Okay, let's just go up. For me to blame Ice Spice or Nicki Minaj when everybody else